Max Greenfield. Good to see you, sir.
You too, sir.
How are you?
I'm very well. Do you know Cedric?
I have met him a couple of times.
Has he never been on the show?
We got to get him on here.
Oh, he'd be great.
I mean, did Cedric the Entertainer throw out the first one? The Dodgers had two people throw out a first pitch one day, right?
Yes.
I was one, and then Ced did the other.
Yeah, you guys did it on the same day.
Yeah,
and then when Cedric, we recently went and saw, he got a star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
And Magic Johnson gave him, it was one of it, him and Magic Johnson and George Lopez introduced him. And Magic gave this beautiful speech. They've been friends for a really long time. And one would think that we would be able to get Laker tickets because of it.
And?
Even LeBron trumps Magic at this point. Now, Cedric can't get tickets.
No, hold on a second. Cedric the Entertainer, despite having Magic Johnson introduce him at his Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony.
Nothing.
Zero.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe wait a couple weeks. Last year, it's like it would have been a revolving door.
Oh my God, it would have been lovely.
You choose your seats. Good seats still available. I mean, that's, I was funny. I was on a podcast yesterday, and someone was asking me about how LeBron is playing out here. I think LeBron coming to the Lakers has even overshadowed the Dodgers making a World Series a second straight year. I even believe that more and more people are talking about LeBron maybe than the Dodgers. You seem to be having an issue with that.
I think if they weren't 0-3, yeah.
Right.
I think expectations are like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. And not to say that won't turn around. It probably will. Mm-hmm. But I think right now people brought that, because there was a sense during preseason, wait a minute, are they going to be like unbelievable?
Right.
And now I mean, the Western Conference is so good, but now you get to see, all right, they're going to be fighting for maybe a 7.
Yeah, Barkley was saying on opening night at halftime of the Trailblazers-Lakers game that the pace of play that the Lakers are on right now, they're running the floor, they're transitioning, they're trying to get easy buckets, they're trying to get layups, that to do that in the Western Conference is going to be completely different than the Eastern Conference. He doesn't even think LeBron could keep up that pace over 82 games.
I don't know. It's crazy. It's great. They look small. They just look small. And then you got
LaMarcus Aldridge certainly made him look small the other night with the Spurs. So are you from here? Are you from here in Los Angeles?
I'm from New York.
Where in New York are you from?
Westchester.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you're a Yankee fan?
I was a Yankee fan.
What's with the past tense, Max? What the hell?
So growing up, I was a big Yankee fan.
How old are you, may I ask?
I'm 39.
Okay.
I had my first goldfish that my parents got me as this is what you are to be responsible for.
Yes.
I named him Dave Winfield. This is
Dave Winfield the goldfish.
Yeah, Dave Winfield the goldfish. Dave Winfield laughs at about 2.5 weeks.
I was about to say, when did he go belly up?
Yeah, it was a sad day when we lost Dave Winfield.
I think it was May of 1981 is when he went belly up. No, it's October. Remember Steinbrenner called him Mr. May?
Right.
Well, nice. you weren't even born yet.
No, but I remember. I know.
Okay.
But then, and I'm not sure what year it was. It was somewhere in the early 90s, I think. And, we had that team where it was Jeter and Brocious and Paul O'Neill and Martinez. And we were watching the playoffs. And I remember it was just at the time where I was young enough, or was old enough to sort of be with all my friends. And we were watching the game. We were in the playoffs and we were playing the A's. And it was when Giambi was on the A's.
It's when Jeter with the tag. He made the tag.
Yeah, and it was the best. And I remember never being more fired up about a series and games in my life. And then the next year, Giambi is in a Yankee uniform, and I couldn't make sense of it.
So what happened to the Dave Winfield goldfish owning Yankee loving Max Greenfield?
I don't know what happened. I couldn't make sense of it.
So Giambi is what caused you to
100%
jump the shark.
And then it was Giambi, and then it was sort of one of those moments, like a Kaiser Soze moment, where you're like, wait a minute, Boggs and Clemens, and then A-Rod at some point. And you're like, well, what have I been doing this whole time? And I really I turned on them a little bit. And now I'm not, and it's the same.
And now you're out?
Yeah, man.
They won't pull you back in?
Yeah.
Aaron Judge is not pulling you back in?
I mean, he's exciting, but no, can't do it. Sort of turn to the Dodgers a little bit.
Well, we're out of time. So you now jumped on the Dodger bandwagon?
I mean, kind of.
The Dodger team?
I'm not
Reggie Jackson hit 4. I know you're too young for the Reggie Jackson 3 home run game.
I'm not really a baseball fan now until late September.
Okay.
October.
Well, look, now you're a busy man. I don't know if do you have kids?
I have
children?
2 kids.
Or
Yeah.
You're raising them as what?
This is a good question.
I only ask those, Max.
I take my daughter to Los Angeles Kings games.
Go Kings, go. Well done.
We've gotten into the Kings, which is
Okay.
exciting. And I was never really a hockey fan, but we have a good time there. I love LeBron, so we're gonna sort of do the Lakers, but we're a Knicks family.
See, now I was about to say, because I left the Knicks like you left the Yankees.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
my moment for the
Because
Knicks.
it felt like you judged the move, and now all of a sudden,
No.
but that's fine.
No. I definitely judged. You were correct in picking that vibe up.
Yeah,
I judged.
I hear you.
Aaron judged. Okay. And I'm also right about what I'm about to say about the Knicks.
Okay.
Okay. Because the same way you felt about Jason Giambi,
Yeah.
now suddenly becoming us rather than
What was
them.
your Giambi moment?
My Giambi moment was Charles Oakley getting his ass dragged out of Madison
yeah.
Square Garden and
That
made to
was
sit a
not
night in
cool.
jail.
That was
While the
not
owner
cool.
sat with his scarf and his coffee cup and he wasn't bothered to even stop what was happening. And that was after all of the nonsense that was going down with Isaiah Thomas and all the craziness with Phil Jackson. I'm going to get banned from WFAN.
But
based on-
Knox doesn't pull you back in?
Knox doesn't pull me. Porzingis did.
Okay.
He pulled me back in, and then Oakley got pulled out.
Yeah.
And Porzingis almost got traded, which thank God didn't happen because
Yeah,
Phil
no.
Jackson still had his hands on the wheel for one last draft before they fired him. Hold on a minute. After they let him draft. They let him draft and then got rid of him.
Okay.
While he played the harmonica with his schmecky band.
There's
We're in a Dolan wormhole.
By the way,
we're in
I
a
don't
Dolan
understand-
wormhole.
there's real hope right now, though.
Be careful.
By the way, I know you're a fantasy football player.
Yeah.
That was going to be one of our team names that we have a team together was Dolan Wormhole. Because when you mention James Dolan, I go right
just
down.
spins him right off.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I just got spun off. I'm sorry. You're a guest here. You've never been here before, Max.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think the Knicks have a legitimate shot at a real free agent next year?
Yes. Somebody's going to. I think somebody. I think some. How many? I've said that somebody's going to take Dolan's money, and I'm hoping it's Kyrie Irving.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because that busts up the Celtics.
Okay.
And it's exactly what the Knicks need. Some guy from Jersey who knows what it means to play in the Garden, who respects it despite the fact that the man who owns the place disrespects everybody that walks in there. I'm never going to be allowed in that building. I don't care. You can keep holding your tongue because you want to go in your building. It's
No,
funny.
I think
every
no.
celebrity that loves the Knicks won't like.
I know they won't say it.
The fella from Simmons's group network. Why am I blanking on his name?
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay, he was tweeting back and forth with our buddy Ferrara, Jerry Ferrara.
Oh, yeah, Jerry's a good buddy of mine.
Jason Concepcion was tweeting back and forth with Jerry Ferrara about the Knicks, and I jumped in about Dolan. And then as soon as I mentioned Dolan, Ferrara was out.
Got to.
Got to get
They all
out.
want courtside seats still.
Got to get out.
Yeah, Jerry has seats.
Okay.
Jerry's big in the organization. He has the
He's got the Drake. Is he the Drake role?
I think quietly. I mean, you
Spike
can't
is
really
the
be
Drake
Spike.
role.
Spike is the guy over there.
Yeah.
But Jerry runs their video game league. He's the manager of the Knicks video game league.
He
I mean,
can't be kicked out of the
he's on the
Dolan family.
payroll.
He's-
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.